7-iron like John Davis at 3.
You suck, you jackass. I can make things out of clay and lay by the bay. I just made.
There is old Mr. Three Wiggle, isn't there?
Take drugs, Danny? Every day.
Good. Still going.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to For The Game podcast, episode 12, brought to you by the guys at GolfDoods. My name is Jeff Lewis. With us, as always, we have Brandon Fletcher. What's going on, Brandon?
What's going on, bud? Man, what a killer backyard.
Thanks.
Congrats, by the way. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, man. The backdrop has changed a little bit.
Looks like you're on vacation, and that's your backyard.
Yeah. We've been MIA for the past, I think a week and a half, 2 weeks. We've been MIA. Our third compadre, Mark, is not with us tonight. We've had a long stretch over the past couple weeks, man. A lot of things have gone down. I bought a new house and moved. Brandon had kidney stones. Mark Bonus has a baby on the way, so his life has just been turned upside down with baby showers and parties and family in town visiting and such. So we just wanted to pop in, and if you are like us and you've been super busy over the past couple weeks, but you've still been dying to know what's going on the PGA Tour and with all things golf, we're going to give it to you right now. We're going to give you just a quick update on the past couple weeks on the PGA Tour. We also had the match. And then we're going to give you some previews on what's coming up. There's some real exciting stuff coming up. We have the Open coming up. The Olympics are coming up. The Scottish Open, I think, is teeing off right now somewhere in the world. And the John Deere Classic, also a staple of the PGA Tour, is coming up next week. So we're going to dive into all of that on the 12th episode of For The Game. And we're going to dive right in with the Travelers. I didn't get a chance to watch a whole lot of this tournament. And to be honest, not a whole lot happened at this tournament, but one thing did happen at the end. 8-hole playoff. Harris English and Kramer Hickok took it down 8 holes and took a birdie on the 8th playoff hole for Harris English to win. Not surprising he won. He played really well at the U.S. Open just a week before. So not super surprising he won. Did you watch any of the tournament, B? What'd you see?
Yeah, I did. And you know what's crazy to talk about Harris English? When we made our picks for the Travelers, I swear I almost picked him just because he played so well on Sunday. Yeah. And usually that momentum carries into the next week. I did watch 8-hole playoff, phenomenal. The second longest playoff in golf history.
Nice.
And I want to say in a very, very long time. Or early, like 30s or 40s.
Right. So we're creeping up on 100 years almost. That's awesome. Dude. Yeah. I was, playoffs are one of those things. It's so funny when you're watching a playoff. It's like the most interesting thing. It's intense. You're on the edge of your seat pretty much the whole time. When you aren't actually watching it live and you hear about it like an hour or two later, it's like, oh yeah, he won a playoff.
But this one just kept going on and on. It was they just part.
I saw the recap. That's you actually have to watch them to appreciate them. So congrats to Harris English.
Yeah, both playing good golf.
We're playing some good golf right now, man. Right after that, we had the Rocket Mortgage Classic come up. Another kind of humdum tournament. Not a whole lot happened except Cam Davis and Troy Merritt and Joaquin Niemann all battled it out with another playoff. 5 holes. Took those guys 5 holes to take it down. And that's a rarity, man. I haven't seen a whole lot of PGA events where twice in a row that comes down to a playoff. It's interesting that 2 back-to-back weeks were decided with the playoff.
Yeah, I did watch the Rocket Mortgage, but I had to leave during the playoff. So
wow,
I'm not much help there.
That's terrible. That's terrible scheduling, Brandon.
I know, it's terrible.
It's fucking awful.
Well, it went into a playoff. I figured the tournament was going to be over by 6 o'clock Central Time.
True. Fair enough, I guess. Fair enough. And then right after that, super fun. 2 days ago, we had the match. These little exhibitions that are coming on, I'm finding them more and more interesting and more fun to watch. Especially, look, the first one was a pay-per-view event, which I felt a little robbed on that one. But these that are just free to watch on TNT, watching Phil Mickelson, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Bryson DeChambeau a little bit, watching them all shoot the shit, talk shit. Dude, I'm loving it.
Phil's the greatest 51-year-old shit talker I've ever seen in my life.
my favorite one from the day. So Bryson did hit a drive way right. So they're out there looking for his ball in the trees. And Brady says, they're trying to ice us out. He goes, yeah. He goes, they've had 15 seconds for the last minute and a half to look for their ball.
Yeah.
He's just so good, man.
I'm starting to appreciate Phil, and I think you are too. We've talked about this multiple times. We're starting to appreciate Phil more and more because obviously we love Tiger. That was our boy growing up. And they was already duking it out. So
yeah,
I've liked him for a while, but I appreciate Phil more than ever.
Yeah, no, I think with the more time goes on, I think the more we're all starting to love Phil. And I mean, it's just like any athlete at the end of their career. You can kind of start really appreciating it because you're not going to see it for too much longer. I mean,
No.
I love the fact that he's still competing and still hitting bombs and hellacious seeds in the middle of the fairway. Because honestly, yeah, you don't know how many years these guys have left. And especially with him, he had arthritis so early in his career. I mean, I didn't know how long we were going to be seeing him except for on the Champions Tour. So it's great to see him.
They talked about that. Did you notice that wrap on his hand by chance? That was kind of a hot topic on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah. You hear his response about that?
No.
He said he was soft. He said, "What's going on with your wrist?" He goes, "Oh, I'm soft. I'm a golfer. I'm just soft." He goes, "Ain't no thing." So he definitely tried to downplay it. Who knows? So yeah, I mean, let's talk about the real winner of the match, the reserve at Moonlight Basin, Big Sky, Montana. That place was fucking fire, dude.
Charles Barkley, Trevor Immelman, some of these guys, Larry Fitzgerald were all talking before the broadcast how they've never been there, and oh my god, how crazy it is. That's definitely a bucket list. You don't think, I guess you went to Montana during the pandemic, but you don't think about like Montana, Wyoming, those kind of states, Idaho. You just forget about them. And then you see those on TV, you're like, oh my god.
No,
holy
dude,
shit,
Montana,
we talked about bucket list.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, I moved to Montana for about a month of the pandemic. We were stuck at home, working at home. We decided, why not pack up, move out somewhere that we could actually have something to look at. So we found a house on a lake and packed up the car, drove up to Montana in the middle of the pandemic, and we stayed there for about 6 weeks. And it was honestly one of the most beautiful places I've ever been.
Oh my god, yeah.
Man, it was gorgeous, dude. So yeah, Jack Nicklaus did an amazing job showcasing that landscape.
Bucket list, bud. Let's get
Bucket
there.
list, dude. Let's go. I mean, I'm sure it's $1 million to play, but whatever. Let's go. I'm ready for it. All right. So like we said, if you've been busy, haven't had time to catch up, or you don't know what's coming up and you're a little stressed that you're going to miss something, let's catch you up there. Let's get you up to date. We're going to kind of hit you with everything that's coming up in the near future, starting with, I know, Brandon, it's one of our favorite tournaments of the year. It's the Open. It's the Open. Being played at Royal St. George this year on July 15th through the 18th. Mark your calendars right now, July 15th.
Yeah, buddy.
18th.
Let's go.
Tell your girlfriend, tell your wife, tell your friends that don't like to golf. You're busy, okay? You're going to be tired. You're going to be staying up late. You're going to be hungover.
We always say that. We literally feel hungover by Sunday.
Even if you haven't drank, you feel hungover watching the Open just because you're so sleep deprived.
I love it.
We
love that tournament. Yeah.
A little backstory on Royal St. George. Really tough course, windy course, and it was actually the first course that they ever had an Open that was outside of Scotland. Oddly enough, fun fact, a little trivia there for you. So yeah, we're stoked. Get ready, July 15th through the 18th. Mark your calendars. Brandon, you did some digging in on the next topic coming up. We're all excited about the Olympics.
Olympics, bud. Yeah.
What do you got, man? What do you got for us? Give us some dates.
Yeah, dude.
What do you got?
Yeah, but playing out in Tokyo, Japan, place you've been a couple times. So I checked out the golf course, which is gonna be Kasumisaki Country Club.
Nice pronunciation.
Yeah, thanks, bud. July 30th to August 2nd. So got some good Americans in the field. The format's pretty interesting. I thought it would be like an alternate shot or something like the Ryder Cup. It's actually not. It consists of a 72-hole individual stroke play, like a true tournament for 4 days.
Regular tournament on the Olympics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would know that? I mean, look, I guess if it's individual awards, I guess it is an individual award. So it kind of would be weird. Yeah, I'm with you.
I remember in 2016 it was gold was Justin Rose and then Henrik Stenson got silver and Matt Kuchar had the bronze down in Rio.
Apparently, if you're in Justin Rose's circle, apparently it's become a thing. He doesn't let anyone forget that he won the gold medal. He brings it everywhere. He has it in his pocket at all times, apparently.
It's pretty goddamn cool.
I would too. Yeah, no, 100%. Fun fact about the Olympics. Listen to this. So there's 2 Korean players. I forget who. I think Sung Jae-im, and I forget the other one. But so if you're a Korean citizen, you have to serve in the military before the age of 30, unless you win an Olympic medal. If you win an Olympic medal, you are exempt from your military service. So these 2 players are legitimately playing to not go into the military for 2 years.
Siwoo Kim and Sung Jae-im.
Siwoo Kim and Sung Jae-im. Yes. Give those guys an exemption, please.
Please do. Yeah. And for people out there in the U.S. wondering who's playing, that's Justin Thomas, Colin Morikawa, Bryson, and Xander. Next in line would be Patrick Cantlay, Brooks, Patrick Reed, Webb Simpson, and Tony Finau. So those would be the alternates. Just for fun fact.
It's interesting. Yeah. I mean, I like our showing. Obviously, all phenomenal golfers. It was an interesting foursome when I saw it come out, man. I don't know the criteria. Do you have any idea on the criteria they used to pick?
It was Golf World Rankings.
Really? And
So
those are just the highest.
Yeah. So it'd be.
What about DJ though?
Excuse me. It says right here, editor's note. Despite being the number 2 ranked player in the world, which would qualify for the U.S. team, Dustin Johnson is not listed in the official Olympic rankings because he said he would not compete in the games.
There you go. What are you going to do? I'm pretty confident, though. I mean, look, I don't feel like there's any super killers in that group right now. I mean, Justin's been playing a little off. His head's been in the clouds a little bit. Colin's been playing great. I mean, his irons have been amazing, but he hasn't been winning. He hasn't been closing out tournaments. Bryson's been Bryson. Who knows? Xander, another one, man. I mean, he's been playing some great golf. He just hasn't been able to close anything out and be super consistent week to week. So we'll see, man. I'm rooting for the U.S. and I need all of those guys to play well at the Scottish and then carry that into the Olympics and the Open.
And the British people, Great Britain, for all the UK listeners. Yeah, Paul Casey and Tommy Fleetwood. I think it's going to be a great little duo there.
Nice. Here we go. Well, Olympics, I'm stoked, man. I wear red, white, and blue through the whole thing, but I'm just excited to see some good golf, man. I'm ready to see it. It's going to be fun to watch. Also coming up, like I said, teeing off, we believe right now at this exact moment somewhere, is the Scottish Open. And you got a lot. That field is stacked. It looks like a fun tournament to watch. I'm going to try to catch as much of that as I can. On the PGA Tour, you also have the John Deere Classic, a staple of the PGA Tour. And that tournament does not look as good.
No, it doesn't. But you know what? I always root for an underdog because those guys are playing to get in the Open the next week.
That's true.
I believe in 2015 when Jordan did that. I think it was 2015 when he won the John Deere Classic. He left the next day to go to the British. Right. So, which I believe allowed him to get in. If I'm not mistaken. Long story short is I'm pulling for an underdog, man. Someone that can win and get an exemption to play at the freaking Open.
Well, I'm going to go with the guy. I'm going with, look, let's do it. We're going to make our picks here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and pick somebody who's been playing well. Their iron play, their strokes gained with their irons has increased every single week for the past 3 weeks. He's been heating up. He's been due for a win. It's Sung J M, who is also playing for exemption at the Olympics. So we need this guy to start. Yeah, we need him to start for amping up, playing well. So I'm going Sung J M. Who you going with this week, bud?
Dude, I'm going to do Zach Johnson. I think he's a multiple-time winner there.
Okay.
And
I like it.
Always notoriously played at John Deere.
Yeah, I love it, dude. And it's ZJ. So come on. I'm always down for a ZJ pick anytime. Now, look, Mark is not with us tonight. We're still going to give him a fair shot, okay? I am on the PGA Tour website right now. And I'm going to pick the John Deere Classic. I'm going to pick the field. And I'm going to go ahead and rando select. I'm just going to scroll through this bad boy right here. And we're going to pick that guy. That guy right there. That's his pick.
Who do we have?
Hudson Swafford.
Oh, Hudson Swafford. Okay.
You know Hudson Swafford? I don't know this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at you. See, you know everybody. I only know the main dudes. You know every single player. It always amazes me. Okay, man. So Hudson Swafford, Sung J M, or Zach Johnson. Let's go. And we have, I don't even know how much money we have on this one, though. I mean, I think the pool's.
We had 250 maybe?
Yeah, it's got to be 250 to 300, somewhere in there. So let's go.
And I don't want to backtrack a little bit, but this Scottish Open is looks like a British Open field, just letting you know. So we got some incredible golfers teeing off at 7 a.m. Rory, Justin Thomas, and John Rahm. So
yes.
I don't know how much better that gets for you.
No, it doesn't get much better.
So 5 a.m. your time, 7 a.m. my time. A ton of great golfers out there at the Scottish Open, getting ready for the British. Everyone should watch.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. Well, so that's what we got for you guys. We've missed you for the past couple weeks. We missed sitting out here talking golf, bullshit.
Yep.
We appreciate you guys, coming in, checking in with us, and catching up to what's going on the PGA Tour. Like I said, we have the Open coming up, the Olympics coming up, the John Deere Classic, and the Scottish Open teeing off tomorrow morning, and we're stoked for all of it. We want to thank our sponsors who help us out every week over there at sweetrollsgolf.com and kegsmiths.com. Go check those guys out. We have a discount code PFP15. We'll get you 15% off anything on their websites. From GolfDoods, my name is Jeff Lewis. We have with us Brandon Fletcher. We'll see y'all next week. Cheers, guys.
Hey, cheers, bud.